Meantime, more damaging testimony delivered by a key prosecution witness Friday in the double murder trial of South Carolina attorney Alec Murdaugh. Here's the senior correspondent, Laura Engel.
Blanca Simpson, the Murdaugh's former housekeeper, dropping what many court observers described as bombshells on the witness stand Friday, telling jurors about private conversations she had with Alec Murdaugh after the murders of his wife Maggie and his youngest son Paul, when she said he seemed to direct her to remember a shirt he was wearing the night his wife and son were found shot to death as something different than she had observed that day.
He said, "You remember the shirt I was wearing, that Vinnie Vines shirt?" In my mind, I was saying, I don't remember a Vinnie Vines shirt. It was the polo shirt. I didn't say anything, but I was kind of thrown back because I don't remember that. I don't remember him wearing that shirt that day.
A Snapchat video taken by Paul Murdaugh just hours before the murders shows his father wearing a bluish polo shirt that day. Then Murdaugh was seen wearing a clean white T-shirt when police arrived at the scene. A sixth witness testified he heard Alec Murdaugh's voice on a video taken by his son Paul minutes before the murders. Alec Murdaugh told police he was taking a nap at the time. He has pled not guilty. Testimony resumes Monday. Trace.
Laura, thank you. Let's take a closer look at the evidence laid out today with trial attorney Gabriel Sepulveda Sanchez. Gabriel, it's great to have you on here. You know, it's interesting because that very housekeeper was also talking about how Maggie Murdaugh, the day of the murders, was telling her that her husband asked her and her son to go to the hunting lodge that day, oddly, and she thought, well, that's kind of unusual, and it's a good thing. And there they were at the hunting lodge, and somebody kills them.
Yeah, it's definitely direct evidence, but I would say it is still circumstantial too. Mm-hmm. I mean, you don't. If that's all you know is that he wanted to meet over there by the hunting lodge, then yeah, the jury's going to hear that and consider that whether that's probative evidence towards the murders. But there's a lot of oddities in this case. There's a lot of circumstantial evidence.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking about shirts, and someone wore a certain shirt in the morning, changes it in the afternoon. We all do that. It's odd. But the question is that enough to get a jury?
Is it enough to put somebody away for life? And it's interesting, yeah. And about the shirts, because now we're talking about three different shirts. He had the white shirt, he had the blue polo shirt, and the housekeeper is saying, you know what? He wasn't wearing the shirt when I was there because I touched the collar. Here's the complete soundbite that Laura just played a little bit of it. Here's the whole thing, and then we'll get your response.
I didn't say anything, but I was kind of thrown back because I don't remember that. I don't remember him wearing that shirt that day when he left. I know what shirt he was wearing because I fixed the collar, and the collar's a different material.
Yeah, the collar is different material. I mean, she does this. She said, oh, there were pajamas by the washing machine, and that's weird. They were laying out in front of the washing machine. And of course, the theory that prosecutors have is that he washed all of his clothes after the killing, and then he took them out, but he didn't put what was in there.
It's definitely odd. I think it's odd, and the jury can use that as circumstantial evidence that there was something going on here. But at the end of the day, you know, hindsight's 20/20 sometimes. If she might be thinking about all this stuff now that maybe it's odd looking at it now.
Yeah.
But we were talking earlier, this is a very odd case and a very odd family.
Yeah.
So maybe she's just kind of looking for things that were odder now after
So the prosecution wants to rest on Tuesday or Wednesday, and the defense says they'll take about a week to do their thing. You think the prosecution has put on a strong case?
I think it's just an odd case. Just a lot of circumstantial evidence. I think they're going to need more. And I think the defense attorneys are going to go in and do what they can. And, you know, there's just a lot going on with different motives. And it just doesn't all make sense to me yet.
No, a lot of people are like that. Gabriel, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
Meantime, an elephant at a Texas zoo